What's going on, people? Welcome to Beige and Reds TV. Your boys are back. Another preview show. We got a special guest to chop up this game with us. Our brother, Daps, Manchester City fan, always here to support the channel. Big up to him as always. We're going to bring him in shortly. Big up to everyone. Happy Saturday. Hope everyone is well. Make sure you smash those like buttons, comment, subscribe, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend. The likes really help to get a channel out there. We appreciate the support. And yeah, you guys helped to get us to 2K subs. We on the road to 5K, so let's get it going. Angel, Pops, what are you always saying?
Good.
You guys ready for this game?
Went out drinking last night. Woke up with a little hangover and stuff, but I'm good, man.
Oh boy.
Good. I'm good.
Oh, awesome.
Had to wake up early. The kids didn't let me sleep in and stuff. They're poking my eyes for breakfast and stuff. So
yeah. I hear you. Kids is do that for you. But yeah,
that's what you get.
Exactly.
Drinks, man.
Let's show that quick. Big up to D. Big up to Revanite.
Big up D.
Big up to Liam. Yeah, let's get Daps in, man. Let's get Daps in. Our brother, what's going on, bro?
Congratulations on the 2K first and foremost.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's been a lot of work.
Well, YouTube is hard work. People don't understand just how much hard work it is. They never will.
It is true. And
Bro, it would kill a lot of people. Trust me. It's a graft.
Facts, Daps, because I'd be up late at night working on thumbnails and this and that, and then my daughter Dakota, who's in the chat, she does all of our videos and all of that
that's
stuff.
Quality. That's good.
Yeah, so it helps, but
people don't understand the sacrifices for YouTube. They don't, right? They don't understand how the comments can get to you at times, right? Especially if you're inviting every fan base in, the comments can get to you. But we started doing it for our love for football, so we are still here. I was just saying to you off air, I haven't done a show since, I think the last show I did was last Sunday when we beat Man United. I didn't want to do the show, but I was like, all right, I'll do it. But when you shouted, it's always good vibes with you lot, and I need to put it out there, my view on this game. So I thought, why not? I'll do it on the Liverpool channel. So
awesome. We appreciate you as always, man. You've supported us from day one, and much love. And yeah, it's a mutual respect, because we're all old heads, right? We're older guys. We've been supporting our clubs for a very, very long time. We're not shameless with it. We speak facts. We're very, you know what I mean? We talk. We're not blatant like some fan base and just be talking out your ass, right? We just say what is truth, and it's okay to credit another team and say they're good quality and this and that. That's fine.
Go and look at Klopp and Pep's interviews for the last 6, 7, 8 years.
They sound like they're in their relationship, to be honest.
Well, and I know Arsenal fans hate it. I know Arsenal and Man United fans will say, "Oh, you know, this isn't like it used to be with us," and it was okay, cool. If that's how it was for you lot, that's no problem. Football was a different time then. But with Pep and Klopp, it is actual just appreciation of each other. Yeah. And do you know what? I was thinking earlier, it's I don't think it'll be the last time they meet, because I think Klopp will eventually pop up somewhere else. I think when Pep leaves us, eventually he may well pop up somewhere else, maybe international, but it is a bit of an end of an era now. Like this is the last game between them, and yeah, it has been one hell of a journey. Like it's I can tell you now, it's the one game I hate, home or away. Although at home our record is pretty good against you, I still have nightmares of that Champions League home game against you lot, where I think Ox scored within about 10 minutes or something, and it was just minging. Anfield has just been Anfield. I remember the amazing time when there were no fans in the ground and we actually won.
We were drunk. We were drunk that game. We were drunk.
You were definitely drunk. You were definitely drunk. And it's fitting that the only time we can beat you is when it doesn't matter. I remember the time where Mahrez could have scored a penalty and won at Anfield at last and didn't. And it's such an interesting one because I look at this game and I can't have, like, I know there's some City fans, I think the younger online City fans are confident for whatever reason, right? I've spoke to a few of my pals that are going, they think we're going to win. Not all of them, some of them. But overall, we're nervous for this game. We are, because we know how important it is. Look, we've never had to go to Anfield and win, right? We've always been, whenever us and you have been in title races, the second game has always been at the Etihad, right? So I can look at it and go, well, you know what? This is business end of the season City, and when we must, we usually do. But I can't discredit, like, and that's what everyone's saying, why City are favourites to win the league, because of our business end of the season form. But if I'm going to go on previous seasons, I have to look at this game and go, well, previous seasons, we struggled to get 3 points at Anfield. And let's be clear, 1 point for me is not enough. We need 3 points, because I know 1 point keeps us in it, keeps you in it, brings Arsenal in it. But I look at your run of games, I look at our run of games, I look at Arsenal's run of games. And I think Liverpool's run of games is the best run of games. So we have to go and win against Jurgen Klopp, probably most important game at Anfield before he leaves.
Yeah, I would have to.
It's not. And I've watched Arsenal last season and this season, Arsenal fans tell everyone they're going to Anfield and they're going to do something, right?
Mm.
And I've sat there and gone, you lot are so arrogant based on nothing, right? I'm a City fan and I can't say that about Anfield. Even now I can't. Like, and both times Arsenal have gone there thinking they're going to do something. They haven't got 3 points. So, hard game, man. Hard game.
It is true. It's always a tough game between the two squads. 100%. It smells a draw all day long, in which it typically is at Anfield. To be fair. So, in saying that, Daps, I mean, what do you think of the Trent quotes that seem to have riled up the City players and the fan base?
Do you know what? So firstly,
before you comment, Daps, for me, I don't see anything wrong with it, to be honest. I'm old school, so
do you know who? Right. So the way Klopp spoke on it was, I get 100%, right? Because Klopp said a Liverpool slogan is "It means more," right? And Klopp said, "To us, it means more. We don't know how other people feel, but to us, it means more." And Trent is a product of the academy. He's a scouser, right? So to him, it means more. Guess what? To Foden, it means more. For City, right? Right. So when we won our Champions League last season, that meant more to us than when you won your 5th, right? Because you've won it 5 fucking times, right? When we won our first Premier League under Aguero, and when you won your Premier League under Klopp, they were probably very similar because both of us hadn't won one for ages. If you win the Premier League this season, do you know what? I think it might. Right, and I'm doing this as an overall. It might mean more because it's Klopp's last one, and it gets your second, it gets you over the line against Man United. We've won 3 in a row. We've won 5 in the last 6 years. But I'm a strong believer of even when people talk about fans and whose fans deserve this more, what fans deserve that more. Like, and history in particular, the history one really does my head in, because I will never tell let me put some names: Tranmere, Scunthorpe, Crewe, Walsall. I will never tell a fan of any of those clubs that haven't got history because they've won less, right? People that think history in football is about trophies are so wrong. History in football is about your journey as a fan, the people you meet at the games, things that happen at games. It's, for me, certainly, it reminds me of my dad. It's my childhood with my dad. Now it's my release from life, right? Football is not just about winning. But online, football has become just about winning. And so who it means more to, I just think it sums up the world now, bro. I'll be honest. I don't want to sound like, who was I saying the other day on Talk Sports? Sounds mad negative about everything. Used to play for you. There's just a guy that's a football pundit that's very negative about everything. I don't want to come across that way, but we have to go back to basics of what football is about. And it isn't just about winning. And I have to remember that because over half of my life, we were shit. It didn't mean I love football just as much then as I do now. So I don't know. I get what Trent said. It is what it is, man. Listen, this is what players say. I don't think it's as big a deal, but Talk Sport, Sky Sports, all of them will grab it and turn it into a bigger thing than it is. So
facts, and I think that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, 100%. It helps to build the derby. But this is the thing. I don't think this game needs building.
Agreed.
It's Klopp's and Pep's last dance is very important on the title. It doesn't need building. This game's very important, very, very, and even more so. It is important to Arsenal as well, which adds an extra bit of spice to it.
Yeah, because if we both draw this game, then Arsenal win their game, then they go ahead on points because they got the goal difference as well, which is pretty crazy, which I don't want to see because I can be honest with you, Daps, I can't stand that fan base. Yeah, I absolutely can't stand that fan base. They're ludicrous.
I hear you. Do you know what? This season has reminded me I'm not too keen on Liverpool's fan base, but I can respect a team that has done what they've done, right? I can respect a team that in this era have won a Champions League, have pushed us all the way multiple times. I respect Jurgen Klopp. I think Jurgen Klopp is a phenomenal manager. Arsenal, all I keep saying to Arsenal fans is just earn my respect, right? Don't beg for my respect. Don't it's just go and do it because I can be wrong. I thought we were going to do a 4P. It's now at a point where I don't think we will, right? I can be wrong. Arsenal, just go and do it because, and this is where I take me as a City fan out of it. And I've been saying, do you know what? If we don't win tomorrow, Liverpool win the league. And Arsenal fans get pissed off about that. And it's like, and start coming for City. But I'm like, this isn't about City. I'm just looking at it and they're going, well, look at their run, look at our run. I'm like, but they've done it before. Like this time last season, game week 28, Arsenal were, I think, 8 points clear of City.
Yeah.
Right? So now that Arsenal are, if Arsenal go top on Sunday, they can be going, oh, now what's everyone saying? And it's like the same thing as we said last year, ultimately. You still have to go to Tottenham. You still have to go to Old Trafford. You still have to just have the mentality to get it over the line. Do that, and then we'll start to give you that bit more respect. But you don't just get respect because you ask for it. You have to earn it.
Agreed. I agree 100%. 100%. Man. So in this game, you got a couple of injuries coming up that actually you're dealing with.
One.
So Doku.
Who have we got? I know one.
I think Doku and Grealish seems to be questionable for this game.
Okay. The Grealish one. So when Grealish came off injured against Copenhagen, the minute first leg, which was probably about 3-4 weeks ago now, when he went down injured, Pep was very quick to take him off. And I think that's because this game tomorrow is a game I look at and go, we need Grealish because Doku we have to remember Doku's young first season. He's great at beating the man, but his final ball's not great. Decision making's not great. It's fine. He's 21. It can get better. But against the Liverpool team, small moments matter. We lose the ball on the left-hand side. 2 passes later, Salah could have put it in the back of the net. So Whereas with Doku, I know Doku doesn't lose. With Grealish, he doesn't lose the ball. Right? It's keep the ball. He learned the hard way against Madrid in that semi-final where he tried to score, lost the ball, next minute bang. So he's learned the hard way. Doku being injured, I'm not sure if he's injured or not, but that could work in our favour. It could, because as long as it doesn't mean Foden gets pushed out wide, it could work in our favour. I don't know who we would play there. Maybe Nunes, maybe someone. But I just worry, like against Liverpool, it's very small moments, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen this season with City on counters, we can be got at. Well, Liverpool are the best at countering, so we have to give you so few opportunities. We have to keep the ball and frustrate you and frustrate Anfield. And yeah, I mean, Grealish would have been a big one. That's the one for me. Doku injury doesn't worry me too much. The good thing is midweek, I think we rested De Bruyne, we rested Stones, we rested Bernardo, we rested Walker, we rested Ake, so we rested plenty of players. And you lot, you sneaky bastards, conveniently have got a few players back, but I think they've been fine for weeks. Seeing Nunes celebrate that Carabao Cup final made me think, yeah, this fucker's not injured. So,
the way he scaled that fence, right?
That was Olympic levels, like, and landed it perfectly. No. So, yeah, it's just, I mean, there's Trent's injured. These type of games, he could be important, but at the same time, listen, you're right back. Gallagher, he's looking unreal. So, yeah,
Konate is questionable for us.
That could be a big one, but I think he'll play. But that could be a big one.
Yeah, I was just looking at the questionable. So Doku is questionable for you guys, and
right.
And Nunes is questionable as well.
Nah, is he out?
But Grealish definitely is not playing.
Yeah, Grealish is out 100%.
Yeah. So if that's the case, who plays on your left side for City?
Well, if Doku is injured, potentially. Do you know what? It unfortunately, it may well be Foden. And do you know what? Against you on the left, Foden's been quite good. So, but it's just I've got this real thing where I'm sick of having Foden pushed out wide because of how good he is in the middle. But we've got other players in the middle. We could bring Kovacic in. We could Bernardo play on the right. I don't want to see Alvarez in the middle of the pitch. I'd actually probably rather see Alvarez wide left and Foden in the middle, because Alvarez in the middle is not it at all. And last week against Man United, obviously Foden scored 2 goals, won us a game. But it wasn't that impressed me with Foden. It was the pressing, it was the tracking back. That's what I like. That's any player can impress me with scoring great goals, but a player that works his arse off for the club is what I love, and that's what Foden brings in the middle. But I don't know if Alvarez would. Other option would be push Nunes out left. He's played on the left for us a couple of times. That would be an option, but yeah, I don't think I worry about Doku against you. I really do. So him being injured wouldn't concern me. It's just Pep has to find a way.
Do you? For me, I'm Pops, and Andrew, you could chime in on this one. The 2 players that I am most concerned about when it comes to City is Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne. They always do a madness against Liverpool all the time. They're always ahead.
That's the point.
I'm worried about it.
Because Bernardo does. Bernardo and Liverpool, that's a like sub story to the Klopp Pep era. It's Bernardo and Liverpool. It's just, it's one of the reasons we've taken to him. He hates you lot. He gets it, right? It makes us love him more. But De Bruyne, I'm sure he has. De Bruyne's had great moments against most teams, but for me, I actually think Foden, again, it's Foden, Man United and Liverpool. Foden loves playing those two because he's a Stockport boy. He gets it. I do think also De Bruyne wasn't great against United, so we could see a different De Bruyne against you lot. That's the hope, anyway.
Yeah. Haaland struggles against Liverpool. He has his entire career so far.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't
know. Against you.
Only one goal. He only has one goal against us, which is this year against at your ground.
Right.
Is the only
that's
goal.
it. Yeah.
And that came off an error. I don't know if it's because of the size and power of our two centre backs with Konate or Matip and Virgil that caused him problems. But yeah, you always have to worry about Haaland. He's a gunman. I mean, although he missed the worst sitter in his season last game, I was shocked that he missed that one. I think he was thinking about celebrating before he even took that shot, because I don't know how he missed that one.
It's weird because he could have jumped. He could have jumped into that. Literally just jumped at it. Right? It could have come up. I can't remember who it was. There was someone once that scored a goal where the ball kind of carried over the line, caught in between their belly and their knees, right? And they're just kind of anything could come off his left bollock, anything, right? But Haaland sometimes just tries to get his it's like he wants to be in the gym in gymnastics while scoring goals, and just he turned into Nunes ultimately. The easiest of all chances.
I don't know if that's a shot or something, but it felt like a shot to me a little bit. It's a little bit.
Oh, bro, listen. It's not. Here's the thing with Nunes, right? Your fan base created this Nunes Haaland, that Charity Shield thing where Haaland fluffed his lines, Nunes scored, and you lot got carried away. For me, right, it's unfair on Nunes to be compared to Haaland first season.
Yes.
I don't think Nunes' first season was half as bad as people make out. I think Nunes is a player that worries me. I think Nunes might. I worry that Nunes might score the winner because, listen, if Nunes scores the winner, if he isn't already, he's officially a Liverpool cult hero. So I don't think Nunes is bad. It's not a shot at Nunes. It's a fact. Nunes misses very easy chances, but then goes and does something wonderful. Like, it's just, and if we're being real, Haaland's missed a fucking lot of chances this season as well. So I actually rate players that do that, because to miss a chance and keep going and not let your head go down shows more of a man than someone that can do it, when they're constantly like confidence players. If you can be, just keep going, and still get goals, then I rate that. So it's not a shot at Nunes, it's a fact. Nunes and Haaland this season, between them, fucking missed a million easier chances than the goals they've scored.
Agreed. Facts.
Do you think, by the way, if Jota was fit, do you think Jota would start over Nunes?
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, he probably would, to be honest. Because Jota is
an impact player.
Striker.
Impact player.
Yeah, he would be an impact player. Yeah, because outside of Kyle Walker,
put Nunes on the left as well.
Yeah, outside of Kyle Walker,
maybe
he could. Yeah, there ain't no one in City's back line that can keep up with Nunes pace for pace other than Walker.
I swear Nunes is one of the quickest players in the league, isn't he?
He is.
He's one of them.
Yeah.
Akanji's not slow. Akanji's not slow, that's right. And Ake's not slow, but you're right. When we talk about Nunes pace and Walker pace, it's different level.
Yeah.
I saw something the other day. I think Walker, when he was 13, did the 100 meters in 12.57 when he was 13.
Whoa. That's quick. At 13, that's quick.
At 13. Your legs haven't developed all their muscles at that age. So.
Telling me. Daps, what's your thoughts on Endo for Liverpool? Because everyone was laughing at the signing, but it turns out now we're deep into the season. Endo, outside of Rodri, Rice, probably you could arguably say has probably been one of the best DMs outside of Rodri, Rice. Luis.
I mean, there was a time where people got a season settle in. Like, if we go back to Rodri's first season, Rodri's first season, I was on him because I was saying, like, first season, Rodri didn't really have Bernardo Silva. He didn't play that much alongside him. Gundogan, not that much. And Rodri would get the ball facing his own goal, think he had too much time, turn around and get dispossessed, right? Because, do you know what? For me, the hardest position and the most important position on the pitch is the DM. Endo's come in for a Liverpool midfield that is a new Liverpool midfield and had to walk in there, right? I think Klopp's been very wise with the signing that it is a player that is perfect for Klopp, right? Do you know what? Mike Klopp have wanted a different DM, maybe, but it's almost like when he couldn't get a DM of the level he wanted, he thought, okay, well, I need someone that at very least can do the fundamentals, which is have fucking legs and be able to go for days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Endo's got an engine on him, right? And in any Jurgen Klopp team, an engine is so important. He's got an engine on him. I think to come in and play alongside McAllister, Szoboszlai, your midfield's been quite, changed quite a lot this season. A bit like ours, to be fair. I think he's done a great job. I think he's done a very good job. Give him one more season, and if we don't know if you might go and get another DM or whatever in the summer, but if Endo has another season performing at this level, then he can become a superstar, because of where he's from in the part, because of the part of the world he's from. He has one more good year at Liverpool, he all of a sudden becomes an absolute superstar. So I think it's Jurgen Klopp. It's Jurgen Klopp knowing. Right, let me ask you, Caicedo, Lavia or Endo?
Oh, I'm taking Endo all day long. All day long. He's not flashy with it, Daps. He's not flashy with it, but he is very fundamentally sound. He picks the right pass. His head's always on a swivel. He's always looking. He knows when to take a tactical foul. And he, like you said, he has an engine on him. He runs for days. And Pops always make the laugh. He biting down on the gum shield. We love the gum shield, man. Biting down on it and going.
And that's what you need with that position. Like, I loved Nigel de Jong for City. I absolutely adored Fernandinho. Fernandinho to this day I still adore. And obviously Rodri now, a bit of a different one to them two. But the DM for me is by far, by a country mile, the most important position in football. For me, Rodri should have got the Ballon d'Or. Not Haaland, not Messi. It should have been Rodri. Right, Rodri last season, Rodri's won 59 games unbeaten.
Mm-hmm.
He won the league, the Champions League with City as one of our most important players. He scored the goal in the final. 4 days later, in fact 2 days later, he jumped on a plane, flew to Spain, linked up with them lot, and then won that Europa tournament with them, in which he got man of the match in one of the games. For me, he did everything that a player could do to win a Ballon d'Or, but guess what? He's a DM, right? Now, Endo, for the first season of a DM, I think one of the biggest praises you could give is no one's speaking about him, right? Because a DM should just do their job, right? And their job is to protect the back line and to help with the transitions, right? Even if that be win the ball back and pass it to someone next to you, whatever it is. If no one's speaking about you in your first season as a DM, that means you haven't made any mistakes. You've done nothing wrong. You've kept the team going, right? Even more so if it's a team that goes on and wins trophies. Whereas if you look at Caicedo, every week there's a conversation, right? Every week it's trying to prove these. If he was that good, you wouldn't need to prove it, right? The results would reflect it. There wouldn't be mistakes that led to this and that. And as for Lavia, I'm sorry, but Lavia been injury prone forever, right? His last season at City, Cole Palmer started playing in games for us. Lavia was actually viewed higher than Cole Palmer. It's just he was injured. He went to Southampton, was injured. And everyone will tell me how good he is. Well, let's be real. How many of us watch Southampton play football, right?
Not me.
So, and you look at Endo and where Endo was last season. He's got more. There's more to actually hype up Endo last season than there is Lavia. So,
Yeah.
I think in hindsight, whoever the next manager that comes in and gets that chest that was going to be spent on Caicedo or Lavia will be very thankful that they've got Endo and a pot of money.
Yeah. Here's a question here, Daps. What's your views on Micah Edwards returning to Liverpool and Richard Hughes as
Very interesting. FSG just keeps surprising me. Like, I kind of... one day we'll find out why Klopp's left. Right? One day. I don't know when, don't know where, but we will find out one day. There's more to this. He signed a contract to be involved in the rebuild, and a year in, he's announced he's leaving, right? There is more to this. I don't know if that has made FSG look at themselves and think, do you know what, we're at risk here? Like, because I don't overly rate FSG as owners. They're a damn sight better than the Glazers, and they're a damn sight better than Todd Bowley, right? But there's been times where they've let Jurgen Klopp down massively. You know, the 2020-2021 season, January, where you were top, and Van Dijk was injured, and they went out and bought 2 championship defenders. Like, that will have left a bitter taste forever to you lot, probably to Jurgen, but they just do enough. Do you know what I mean? It's like you could stand there going FSG out, but the grass may not be greener. I think FSG, as far as American owners, are quite good, and I think maybe Klopp leaving has made them look at things and think, do you know what, we're at risk here. We are at risk of dropping off, and they've gone and brought the Edwards to who was it that Man United had with Fergie?
Pops, you remember who it was you had?
They had. Was it David Gill or was he at Arsenal?
Gill, I think it was Gill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Arsenal had one under Wenger as well. There were these people.
David Dean was at Arsenal and Gill was at United.
David Dean was at Arsenal. And those two, people never really talk about them. They talk about Fergie and Wenger. They don't talk about the people in the background. And same at City. People always say Pep's our most important. Yeah, maybe. But without Khaldoon, none of this happens. And I think Edwards was the catalyst to all of this. So to bring him back, and we know other people have tried to tempt him out as well. So again, it's perfect for Liverpool. Bit of romance. Other people have tried to tempt him out. No one's got him. And it looks like, from what I'm hearing, you lot, this week it might be confirmed. So interesting is all I'm going to say. Like, and it's going to be more interesting to see what manager follows, because that's the hard one this summer. Everyone's after a manager.
Yeah. We've been having debates about who Angel wants. Amarin. I'm on the Xabi train. Everyone's telling me he's not experienced enough. I just like the way he manages and coaches football. I think
they're unbeaten.
I know. And they play so good.
No one's talking about the fact that you lot might have to face them in the Europa. Jurgen Klopp's last game might be against Xabi Alonso, you know.
That would be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy.
I don't understand how no one's talking about it. He could be unbeaten all season, win the Bundesliga. You man could win the Premier League and could be on to do the fake quad. And Jurgen Klopp, that was a shot. Jurgen Klopp might have to face Xabi Alonso, right? Imagine that. That is like, and this is where, when I look at things, I think this is written to fucking stars. Like, he could literally, Jurgen Klopp could hand him the trophy and the keys to your city at the same time.
Yeah, it's crazy. Big up to John Conway gifting 5 memberships. Everyone that received those gifted memberships, make sure you say thanks to John. Big up John. Always
was that John Conway?
Yeah.
I'll touch John.
Yeah, John's awesome. John is such a big supporter of the channel, man. Big up to him always. Yeah, I agree. This weekend is going to be very pivotal for both teams, Liverpool and City. It smells draw all day long. But before we get
Do you
into
know,
any predictions,
any other
go ahead.
season, I'm snatching your hand off at a draw at Anfield. Right. And 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 there will be quite a few City fans that would go, do you know what? Yeah, and it's true. If we look at our previous seasons, like I said, this time last year we were 8 points off. So for me to go, we draw at Anfield and we're not winning the league is reactionary as shit, right? But it's and last season with Arsenal, by the way, I was at this point going, yeah, you're 8 points ahead of us, but we're still coming for you. Don't worry about that. But it's just the difference is Arsenal haven't earned that respect yet for me to look at Liverpool and go, do you know what? And the truth is, our first Premier League under Mancini, we hunted the team down. But I just look at this Liverpool team. I look at the momentum. For me, I look at this period you've just had. This period you have just had, you should have lost games, right? With the injuries you had and the number of games you had, you should have lost games, right? But you did what you. If I'm talking to my City mates, I'll say you scumbagged it, right? But if I'm being real, you did what you had to do to get the results. And now you've got players coming back. And I just look at it and think if we can't beat Liverpool, then who are we relying on? Old Trafford, what? We're relying on them lot getting a result against you. Like, we're relying against them lot who literally don't give a shit about football. Right? Them lot do not care. Right? I get the fans care. The fans care that Liverpool don't win more leagues than them. The players on the pitch, including their own Marcus Rashford, does not give a shit, right? They don't care about none of that. Marcus Rashford, after losing a derby, posted something about his goal. That's all he cares about, me, right? So I can't look at Man United and go, it's all right, if we get a draw, United are going to get something against Liverpool. I can dream, but...
Yeah.
So this is it. For us in Arsenal, this weekend, is we have to get a result. We have to go there. And do you know what? However negative I might have been, that's a typical City in me. I will say, when we must, we must. And the same as all I've said this season is, all I want to see is the best City beat anyone. In the galaxy, we beat anyone. Space Jam lot, they can come down, we'll beat them, right? But we have to be the best City. We have to turn up and be the absolute best City on Sunday against Liverpool and Anfield. So it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Got a question here. I don't know if you've seen this. Did you see this on Never a Foul 2 nights ago on Friday night?
Was that the Martin and?
Yeah.
No. So like I said to you earlier, I've taken a step back from YouTube a bit. I'm obviously, but I'm aware of it because Cass told me the next morning. What does the comment say? Can you read it out, please, so I can?
What did you think of Cal versus Martin debate on Never a Foul? Daps ended up getting a bit heated.
Well, right. So it's a hard one because anyone that remembers me and Cal.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that show.
Yeah. And it got that got deleted, same as the Martin and Cal one's been taken down. And it's been taken down because ultimately, behind the scenes, me and Cal, behind the scenes, Martin and Cal, things have been resolved, right? It's heat at the moment. Now, with my one in particular, it was a couple of days after I lost my father. My head wasn't in a good place and I shouldn't have been on the stream in the first place. With the Martin one, let me tell everyone now, Martin is one of the best people out there, right? He's a very good, kind, nice, caring person. Like, he doesn't work because he's looking after his mother and father who are unwell. The guy is a gem, right? But he's also a gem that supported City from very young and is passionate. And he was on a channel. Cash should have thought about this in hindsight. 4 Liverpool fans, 1 City fan. And it got, do you know what, right? When sometimes people say on YouTube, oh, people were talking over each other, or people doing this, or people were doing that. Go to a pub and watch a conversation between groups of friends about football. They get heated, right? I argue with my best friends, my Godkid's dad is an Arsenal fan. Me and him, people can think we're going to punch each other up, right? Of course, we never do, but football gets people too passionate. Martin knows he shouldn't have said, I think he called Cal a name, but
Yeah.
they're cool. It is what it is. It's passion. And do you know what? This is where I sometimes think referees are in the wrong, where referees don't understand that players aren't being angry, aren't being threatening. They're just very passionate. And it's what it is, man. It's what it is. It's yeah.
Yeah. For your starting lineup, who do you predict is going to start for City?
Sorry, I need to put this on. I'm going to have to hold on. Set charge. Right, so I predict we will go with Scott Carson in goal. No, I'm joking.
He just threw me off there.
So Edison, Kyle Walker, John Stones, Ruben Diaz, Nathan Ake. And for me, that should have been our. Whenever all of them are fit, that should be our back four always. Vardiol, I want to see the centre back. I don't want to see him as a left back. But anyway, so that's our back four. Then I would go with Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, Erling Haaland, and do you know what? I'm going to say Alvarez. But this is where Pep's going to be. This is where Pep could get the overthinking thing. If Doku is injured, who do you play on the left? Because on the right, we can play a Bernardo Silva that actually ends up playing in midfield more because Kyle Walker will hold the width.
Yeah.
On the left, if we play Alvarez and Alvarez kind of moves in and sits next to Haaland just behind him, then Ake can't hold the width as well. And that might lead him to going with Vardiol because Vardiol can hold the width a little bit better than Ake. But if Pep is in the I must play Alvarez mood, I would play Alvarez wide left.
Do you see Pep overthinking this game because of the importance? He's done it before. This is why I'm asking.
So Pep overthinks every single game of football. Pep overthinks a friendly in the summer, right? Because as a manager, you are paid to overthink, right? If you win, it's not seen as overthinking. It's seen as being a tactical genius. If you lose, it's called overthinking, right? Mm-hmm. We are going into a Liverpool game that potentially decides the end of an era. It decides the title. It decides our 4P. It decides your potential quad, fake one, and he's potentially without his left winger. He has to think about this, right? If we win, genius. If we lose, overthought it. So,
yeah. Big up to John Conway, 5 for the super chat. Big up Bajan, Pops, Chris, Daps, Liverpool 2-1 Man City.
2-1 City, he said.
No, 2-1 Liverpool.
Okay.
2-1 Liverpool.
So bear with me.
Let's get into to our predicted lineups here. Let me just pull it up quickly. There we go. All right, fellas. We know who started in goal, right? Kels? Or are you playing Adrian?
Kels.
Hold on.
Kels.
It's not Kels. Do you lot watch Scooby Doo?
We used to back in the day.
Right, not now. That would be weird.
Yeah, a while ago, yeah.
Right, so you know at the end of Scooby Doo where they pull the mask off?
Yeah.
Right.
At the end of the show, yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of the season, this isn't Kels no more. This is Allison with the mask on.
Listen, Daps, I hear you because he's been playing out of his skin.
It's to a point where when I've asked people because I'm still hearing, Liverpool got injuries. I'm like, who have they got injured? Because I swear everyone's coming back and they go, Kels. And I'm like, I forgot he's injured. Right? There's teams that have had goalkeepers injured, and I'm like, oh, fucking hell, yeah. Like, it makes a difference. He's been good for you. Like, there's been no difference. The guy's been good for you, so
Yeah,
I don't see that as a worry for you lot.
Yeah, me either. Pops has said, because we had this debate a couple of weeks ago when the Ali injury happened, and Pops was saying, Kel's just have to play every single game, every single cup game until Allison comes back, because we can't put Adrian in net, and I agree with him.
Do you know what? I think we're the same with like now at first, because remember when we played you in the FA Cup semi 2 years ago, I think it was, and Zach Steffen started.
Yes.
And we just looked completely different. Yeah. Every defender looked shit scared every time he had the ball at his feet, right?
Yes.
Whereas we now have Stefan Ortega, who all of a sudden now we look far more. If Edison got injured now, I would not be going, fuck, we're fucked. I'd look at it and go, well, actually, Ortega's probably a better shot stopper. Not as comfortable on his feet, but he's getting better. But I think with Kelleher, you've got a good goalkeeper. Like, he's a good... How old is he, by the way, as well? Because he seems like he's been with you forever.
Kel's is what, 20...
25.
Oh, he's still got a while then. Oh, he's still young.
25, 26, yeah.
Yeah, that's young.
Still young, yeah. Ish. Yeah. Youngish, I guess.
For a keeper, because keepers go on till they're older, don't they? So.
Yeah. Right side, guys. Bradley?
100.
I was thinking, why are you not waiting? Just say it.
This is the one that's tricky. I ain't going to go to this one yet. We go Virgil first, because that one's... This next center back, because we're unsure about Kanate. So who are we starting here? Is it Kwanzaa or Joey G?
Joey G.
I like that, I'm not going to lie.
And Robertson.
That right there.
Robbo.
That right there, if Gomez has to start, it gives me confidence. Because Matip for me, sorry, not Matip, Kanate for me.
Ibu.
Kanate for me, like he's got the pace that can deal with Haaland.
Yeah, agreed. I agree. I'm not sold on the Gomez. I think Kwanzaa for me would start here, but I see where Pops is going with Gomez, more experienced player.
Gomez is quicker.
Yeah,
Gomez is quicker than Kwanzaa.
You know what? He's been good for you this season.
No, but for me, I still think Kanate starts though.
You still think he
starts as well? By the way, I think
he starts. I think he's fine. And if that's the case, and then if that's the case, then Kanate starts.
Yeah,
Nalante's got a point here too, Daps, is that Joey had Haaland in his back pocket last season because he played against Haaland very well.
Best game he played all season.
It's true.
100%, right? If we're going off one-off games and all of that, yeah. Everyone's had everyone in their pocket, right? At some point, everyone can say everyone's had someone in their fucking pocket, right?
Agreed.
Do you know what? Haaland has played every team in the Premier League and scored against every team now, right? But probably most teams can go on one game. I think Everton last season had Haaland in their pocket potentially, right? But Haaland is a striker, and this is a game, right? Same with Nunes, by the way. One moment changes everything, right?
Yeah.
And if I'm going to look at Kanate, Gomez, and Van Dijk, there is no world that I'm going, I'm having Gomez there. Like, no world. So, if Kanate is fit, he starts. It's a no-brainer whatsoever. Kanate's been your best defender this season.
100%. I agree. But Wataru is going to hold his sixth
not for me,
position.
If he's fit, he starts.
Who do you think?
Yes. VVD's been played this season for me.
Probably Virgil, to be fair. Yeah.
It's not Miles or anything.
Virgil, I just think with Virgil that what he's got to a point now where Virgil can be Virgil, right? And Virgil is now your captain, yeah? But sometimes a good captain needs a foot soldier that they look at,
which
they
look
at and go
top quality.
They look at and go, you are me when I was younger. You care as much as I do, and you will do.
Yeah.
And that's Virgil can look at Kanate now and go, do you know what? I can be Virgil, yeah. I can go forward on corners. I can do because I know I've got someone that is as good as I was when I was his age. And I think that's the way it is now. Like, but I agree, Virgil's been unreal this season because you no longer judge Virgil just as a centre back. You're judging him as your captain. I don't judge Vincent Kompany solely as our centre back. I judge Vincent Kompany as, when it mattered, jumping over everyone and scoring goals against Man United because he gets it.
Yeah.
That could be Robertson on Sunday as well, by the way.
Yeah, Robertson's going to be on the left for sure. Mac in the left side, 8 Pops, Angel.
Yeah.
Now, who plays on the right side? Are we starting Elliot or Dom? I don't think Dom's legs are fully ready yet.
Dom starts.
Did he play on a Thursday?
He did.
Yeah, he played about
He had minutes.
25, 30 minutes. Yeah.
He had minutes.
Pops, what do you think? Dom?
Starts.
Yep.
All right. Mo starting tomorrow?
Yep.
You know what? The more I look at this, the more I look at the fact that you're going to play Gallagher.
Bradley.
I don't know if maybe Pep might actually play Foden on the left. He hasn't played on the left much this season, but he might look at it and go, do you know what? Let's test this young lad. Because Gallagher's been unreal, but he is a young lad. And
Bradley.
this is an important game.
Bradley.
Sorry. I keep saying Gallagher, don't I? Conor Gallagher.
No, don't do that. Leave him at Chelsea. Yeah, leave him at Chelsea.
Yeah, you don't want him. But I don't know if Pep might look at this and go, do you know what? Let's put Foden on him and test his minerals. Really test his minerals.
Will Foden go the other way?
Yeah, would Foden track with Bradley? Because Bradley
on the left. Will
Bradley
going backwards?
Whoa. Did you not watch us against Man United? Foden tracks for fun. Don't worry about that. That's the whole thing. Doku, I would worry about. Doku won't track. Foden tracks back fully.
Yeah.
That's where Doku. That is the exact reason why I look at Doku and go, "Ooh, I don't know if he gets against his Liverpool team. It's not just about beating a man going forward. If you don't track Bradley or track Salah, then game 1."
Yeah, agreed. Guys, you agree with the front three? Diaz, Nunes, Salah?
It's not really no other option, to be honest.
I ain't gonna lie, this is a scary 11.
Put Ibo in for Gomez. Put Ibo in for Gomez.
Put Ibo? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so that space looks different. I want that space to look a little different. Put Ibo in.
No, my eyes are that bad I can't see it.
If Konate starts,
Konate must start, man.
I like this.
If Konate starts, for me, Robertson doesn't start for me. You put Gomez there.
For real?
Yeah, for me.
What, you play Gomez left?
Yeah.
He's been playing really well on the left side, but I think Robertson he's trusted soldier for Klopp. I think Klopp plays Robbo, to be honest. I think Gomez could be used.
Be Robertson one more time.
This is a scary 11 to go up against City. Very balanced. I ain't gonna lie. Man, this game's gonna be good. I can't wait, to be honest.
You know, it's the worst thing is it falls on Mother's Day, right? And
is it Mother's Day tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm out tonight.
In the UK,
my mum had agreed to see me on. Yeah, and my mum had agreed to see me on Monday because she was going out. She'd been offered to go out, and then today she rang me and said, "I really want to see you on Mother's Day," and I'm in South London right now, going out tonight, so I'm not going to get back till 2. She's like, "I'll come over at 2," and I'm like, yeah, but and the worst thing is watching football with my mum isn't great because, like, she doesn't really, she gets it, but she doesn't get the passion. Like, so if we were to lose, she'll be like, "Oh, it's all right, it's only a game." Like, Mum, it's not. It really fucking isn't. So.
Oh man, I hear you, Daps. I hear you. All right, let's get into these score predictions before we push out. Daps, as our honored guest, you first.
I don't do
I know you
predictions.
don't
let
like
alone
doing
on-
predictions, but let's see
let
if you
alone
give
this
one.
game.
He's
Let alone this game.
he's doing that.
No.
That's not giving one.
Listen,
I know.
what I
I
will
tried
say
to
is-
get it out of him.
what I will say is that last season, because of certain people around me, Liverpool didn't start the season. We played you quite early on in the season at Anfield last season, and you weren't in
Yeah.
great form. And everyone kind of got me, yeah, you're going to smash them. You're going to smash them, right? And for once, going to Anfield, I thought, you know what? Yeah. And we didn't, right? At the moment, I am in a place in my head where, listen, can Man City, in a title run, business end of the season, where we must go to any ground in the world and get a result? Yeah. So, can City win on Sunday? Of course we can. But am I going there expecting a win? I'm not. I'm honestly, I know Steers, a couple of my other pals are. I'm not. But if we do, then we win the league. But if we don't, you win the league. That's all. Like it's that simple. There's no Arsenal in this equation. Let me just firmly tell you now. Even if you draw, when they come to the Etihad, they are losing. Right?
I agree with you. I agree. They're not beating you
why
at
I'm
Etihad.
looking, because that's why I look at Anfield and go, I don't know if we can win. Because I look at Arsenal and look at going to the Etihad and think, not a fucking chance in hell. Like, you're not. So, we will see. Tomorrow, we know a lot more.
I feel the same way as you, Doc. Tomorrow, if you guys win in the league. But when we win, we win in the league. That's my opinion. I agree.
Pity Klopp
Angel.
won't ever be there to retain one, but never mind.
Yeah. True. Angel, what are you saying? Score prediction
1-0.
for who?
City.
Liverpool?
Of course, Liverpool, man. Can't go.
Clean sheet. Angel's calling clean sheet. It is going to be a very interesting game. Pops, what are you saying?
3-2.
City.
3-2 Liverpool.
That's
High scoring.
That's a good game to watch. 3-2, yeah.
3-2 would be wow. Look, for me, this game smells
Biggest
draw
game on
all
Canada.
over. Yeah, it is. This game smells draw all over the place. I could see a 2-2 draw, honestly, but I call in a 2-1 Liverpool win. It can be a tight game. It can be.
This isn't the end, though.
No.
Oh.
It's not the end.
Whatever the result, it's
What,
not
you
the
think
end.
there's some more twists, some weird ones?
It's not.
Of course.
It's not. Yeah. This isn't the end. Nah, this isn't
Tottenham
the
could
end.
play a spoiler to a lot of teams because they still got to play you, us,
Well,
and Arsenal.
Yeah. Oh, and that's where I look at you lot, and I look at us lot, and I look at Arsenal, and I look at your home games, and I go, your toughest games are at home. Your away games, you got Villa away, but like I said, Villa,
You gotta go to
Emery
Villa. Yeah.
will be focusing on the Europa, right? I think they look
Yeah.
tight. I don't see Liverpool getting beat
Conference.
at Aston Villa. I don't, right? I look at your trip to Old Trafford. Nah, right? No. So then it falls down to me hoping that Liverpool drop points against a team we don't expect them to. And if that was going to happen,
West
that would have
Ham,
happened in
Fulham.
the last couple of weeks. No, like whereas we've got, I keep telling Arsenal fans this, I worry more about Brighton away than I do Arsenal at home. Right?
Even with the form of Brighton's playing.
Brighton's form's not great, but it's just they're the type. Look, it's just how confident I am about Arsenal at home. Arsenal keep talking about, there's talks about going Anfield and doing stuff and not done nothing. They've talked about going. They played us at the Etihad last season when we were in dog shit form and still lost, right, in the cup. But I just don't think they've got it in their. They don't get what it takes to beat a Liverpool and a City team at Anfield and the Etihad. It's different. Let alone this time of the season. It's not, it's great they've scored 30 whatever goals in the last couple of games. That's not Anfield in the Etihad, right?
Facts.
So
Facts. It's gonna be a spicy one tomorrow, peoples. Trust me on that one. Catch us for the watch along tomorrow. We're gonna be live from game time is what, Pops? 12:45 your time, right?
Give me a second.
Where are you,
You
Poppy?
got us live at 11:35.
Pops in Barbados, Daps. He lives in
I'm in the
Barbados.
246. Yep.
So
and then where are you?
I'm in Toronto.
Oh, right. Oh,
quarter to 12
okay.
kickoff for me.
Okay.
11:45. Yeah.
Yeah, so 11:45 Eastern time. Well, no, actually, yeah, we on the same time because the clock's jumping back forward after midnight
Tomorrow,
tonight.
Tonight,
Yeah.
yeah. So you sync
Be on the
tomorrow.
same time tomorrow. Yeah. So Daps, if anytime you want to hit Barbados, shout Pops to give you some pointers. If I'm down there,
Been before.
we'll show you a good time.
Come again.
But yeah,
Come again, man. Come on.
it's facts. I'm
No, my daughter.
I gotta head out.
My daughter's half Asian, so.
Yeah. Remember you were saying.
I remember you said that. Yeah, I remember you said that. Yeah.
I gotta head out to the TFC game, and it pouring rain. I'm gonna be soaked. I just know it. It's not gonna be pleasant.
Sound like you're in England.
Poncho. I'm gonna be drenched. It's gonna be crazy, but it is what it is. But yeah, people, catch us tomorrow. Watch along. Big up to Daps for joining us for the
Thanks
preview
for having
show.
me, man. Appreciate it.
Love as always, bro. Yeah,
Respect,
people, make sure you smash those likes and catch us tomorrow and you watch along. Enjoy the rest of the day, peoples. Peace.
Love.
Bless.